All right, we want to welcome Neil Shultz out to our Facebook Live, and we're so glad because Neil is going to be with us at the Be Healthy Utah Natural Health and Wellness Conference. Is April 22nd and 23rd at Mountain America Expo Center, and it's going to be 2 days full of education and learning, and then also just a lot of fun things to be able to participate. You'll be able to hear, there's going to be over 35 speakers, 100 vendors. We're going to have interactive classes like the yoga and meditation and qigong, breath work, sound bowl, all of these different things. And then there's also going to be some food demonstrations. But we want to talk to Neil and be able to ask him, what is it that, like, we're grateful you're going to be with us. And the reason why we sought you out is because you are so knowledgeable in homeopathy, and we wanted to have you be able to share with our audience so many great and wonderful things that you've been working on. So do you want to kind of introduce yourself and let everyone know who you are?
Sure, I'm happy to do that. Thank you, Liz. Well, I have to be careful how I say this because yeah. So I'm a board certified.
The government is trying to do things with homeopathy right now. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I'm a board certified traditional naturopath in most other states except in Utah, because Utah won't accept the term naturopath. But I'm also a practicing homeopath with some certifications in homeoprophylaxis, which is disease prevention with homeopathy, and in cease therapy, which is undoing vaccine damage. And you know what? I'm so excited about your conference, to see all the people, to have a gathering there. And I really hope that we get people coming out, first timers, to learn what natural medicine is all about, and particularly homeopathy and some of the other people you have there speaking and teaching. Homeopathy is the bomb. My gosh, it is. In many ways, it is the most modern and most reactive of medicines that we have, or the most form of modern medicine that we have out there, even though our history goes back over 240 years. And we have writings and provings and documents from that long and that far. But you know what, in terms of what's going on today and the reactiveness and the applications, and the fact that you only need to buy a remedy once, and we can talk about that, gives us an excellent opportunity to help people, moms especially, with their families.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that people don't realize is homeopathy worldwide is very popular. But not just that, it was very popular in the United States until about 1920, 1930-ish, right? And that's when the big dollar people decided they were going to invest in pharmaceuticals. And that's when they basically shut down all the homeopathic schools.
That's true. We had 20 medical colleges. We had 20 medical colleges that were total homeopathic. The first women's school of medicine was a homeopathic school. We had a homeopathic hospital during World War I. We have a statue of Samuel Hahnemann within sight of the White House that President McKinley erected. So, in fact, the United States was the leader in homeopathy in the world at one point in time, until the 1910 Flexner report that came out, which was financed, as you said, by the big pharma people. And
well, it was like by the Rockefellers, right? By the Rockefellers and the other big money at that time, and they all delved into pharmaceutical and I hope I'm saying Rockefeller. It could be one of the others, but it's that type of old money that went in and just kind of destroyed homeopathy, because they started going into the pharmacology.
Well, it was old money with the new concept of pharmaceutical drugs, and the 1910 Flexner report, which, I'm not sure exactly who was behind that, but it came out and unfavorably rated the medical colleges that were anything to do with homeopathy. And it rated extremely favorable all of the new branches of allopathic medicine at the time, which were truly
even back
new,
then, things were bought and paid for in science, kind of like today.
Yeah. But it truly was new at the day, because, at that point in time, they were breaking away from practices like laudanum and leeching and bloodletting and all of that fun stuff, And so it truly was new with the advents of penicillin and aspirin and x-rays and so forth. Those things did make a difference. But
and everyone jumped on that bandwagon because it's like, this is new, this must be better.
yeah.
But a lot of times, I don't think a lot of people realize in India, I think half of medicine is homeopathic, right?
Well, I'm not sure about that. It is very huge in India, very huge in Europe, very huge in the country of Cuba, all of which had very low instances of that recent pandemic problem that we all seem to worry about these days. But yeah, we have over 500 million people practicing in the world of today with homeopathy, which makes it the second largest form of medicine in the world, which is fantastic. And it is on the rebound, and like, for the reasons I said, once you own something, you never have to purchase it again. You don't need refrigeration, and you don't run out.
And that's the biggest thing, is the dollars and cents, right?
And the thing that I love about homeopathy is that we cannot just go get any prescription for, our preparedness to be able to have like in our medicine cabinet. But homeopathy, we can have a variety of stuff that will basically be our medicine cabinet for, emergencies, or just even to be able to take care of our family. If we need to treat one of our children and we can't get a prescription right away, or we don't want to go that route, we are able to take that control into our own hands. And that's what I love about homeopathy, and why we're doing this conference, is that we have the power to take care of our own selves and our bodies, and how we choose to do that. And with homeopathy, that's readily available for us to purchase and to use. And it doesn't counterbalance with anything else that we might be taking or consuming at the time. It just only benefits what we're doing.
Do you know what? I should hire you to say that summary, because that was perfect. That absolutely
copyright
it. Yeah, copyright that. That is absolutely perfect. And with 50 to 100 remedies, the mom, you can take care of your family, and just like you said, it becomes very inexpensive. It is the bomb. I had a gentleman in a class that we worked in Arizona here 2 weeks ago, and an ex-Marine who had some anger issues. And so we talked about that as part of the class, and come to find out, this particular remedy that he was working with as a student in the class also was unique to sciatica, which he had an issue with. And he was in my class this past weekend, and he's, so he gave me a week and a half update report. He said, 2 doses of that, and I haven't had an issue of sciatica since, and my anger is extremely lowered. So, when you deal, and the whole remedy costs him less than $5. So, you can imagine what the whole gamut of homeopathy is. It's just amazing.
Well, one of the things that people don't,
very simple.
Just kind of a really quick thing that people don't really kind of understand. So what happens is basically you infuse a frequency into a water base, and that frequency is for whatever that's needed. Like, and I use the example of your car key. Your car key has a frequency that works for your car. It doesn't work on all the other cars, but they all have the same key fob as well. And what homeopathy does is it allows you to zone into that specific thing, so that key fob works for what you're trying to accomplish with that specific.
You should copyright that as well, because that is perfect. Yeah. Homeopathy, for the most part, well, it is all frequency medicine, and very little of it is molecular. But some of it in the lower potencies is molecular, and we have a reason to do that. And there are some situations, particularly with cell salts, which I'll be speaking about. There are some things there that are just amazing to bring to pass. The healing, the body. When you reach out and touch the body with frequency that it will recognize, that it recognizes that it needs, it fixes things in a very subtle, very quick way in many situations. The gentleman that I just spoke about, within 20 minutes, those things were passed, and he's just grateful. And he and 3 other people, or 2 other people that are affiliated with him will be attending the next class I have in Twin Falls, Idaho. So it's just amazing what happens with homeopathy.
Yeah, so Neil teaches classes, as he's talked about. He's going to be speaking at our conference, April 22nd and 23rd. He's one of our guest speakers, and he'll also have a booth there, so people can go up and talk to him and get more information from him. I'm sure he'll have products that he can sell there as well. Just in a quick nutshell, what is it that you're going to share at the conference? Because we only got a couple minutes left, and just a health tip that you'd like to share with people.
You know, so I have a viral prep kit out that since the days of the inception of what we thought was a virus, and I have a little over 7,000 people on that protocol. And the reports come back to me time and time again that, you know, since taking that or since using that particular formula, I have not had a cold, not a sniffle, not a problem at all. And so I think that as we face the future that we have coming, that it's important that we build our terrain. So I'm going to be focusing on products or remedies that build the terrain, that will help to alleviate some of the existing conditions or some of the acute symptoms. But you know what? We really need to build the terrain. So not being medical in any way, it's important that we understand what can we do in the field of natural medicine so that we can build our terrains, keep our families whole and healthy and safe through all of this crazy stuff that we face.
So if you'll see on the bottom of the screen, we have his discount code, and it's homeopathy. It's homeopathy 30. And if you go to the website and use that homeopathy 30, then
for the 2-day live event.
For the 2-day live event, you get in for $30. So
it's a discount.
It's a discount code for all of Neil's followers and whoever wants to be able to use that.
That's awesome. And I will be putting that email out to my 400 students today. So
awesome.
That's awesome. You guys are doing a great job with this conference.
You know, we're so excited for it. Like the biggest thing is just trying to get the word out so people can be there. Yeah, we're all busy. We know we got a phone. But hey, it is what it is.
Somebody wants to get a hold of it.
That's right. If this interests you in any way, please get a ticket so that you can come and learn. That's what the whole thing's about. It is so well worth the price of admission because it's cheaper than going to a doctor's visit. It's just insane.
I mean, Neil, even with you teaching your classes, this for somebody to be able to come and listen to you for an hour, they're going to be getting so much information just from you from that 1 hour that, and if they were to come to one of your workshops, not saying that you, are really expensive or anything, but the knowledge that they're going to be able to get is incredible, even for that $30. So
it is amazing. I'm going to do some brief introductions. We'll talk. The thing that I want to do the most is save about 15-20 minutes for question and answers on a large scale. I want to make sure that I do that because there's no way that you're going to cover homeopathy in the 45 minutes or an hour that I have. And so what I want to do is make sure that I answer people in a way that will, if they want more details, they can come to the booth, but know, in a general way that I can make sure that they're taken care of in the direction that they want to learn with homeopathy.
Well, thank you, Neil, for coming on today and being able to share with this live with us. And hopefully people can go back and even watch it more and to get excited for the conference. So,
and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Hey, yes, indeed. I'm excited. You guys take care. Thank you so much for doing this.
See you later. Bye.
Take care. Bye.